Well, Coach, this is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set. 45. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. He gets it to Brown, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 26 yards. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Falcons take
Here we
over
go.
first
Here we
and
go.
10
Here we go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again, Ryan. A dump off to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Just like that.
Rosen off the play action. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rosen will throw. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's Elliott, complete. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know, the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go. The modern day slavery on
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Can you cut the fan down to 1, please?
It's only on. I just got it pointed at me. I was in here by
You put it
myself.
towards the wall so the rays can bounce off of it and touch it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch in
You'll
this
be fine.
wild
You'll
card
be
game,
fine.
and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a
Playing
drag route
slavery.
against zone,
I'm playing for
you're
real
sometimes
race.
asking for
You see them
something
niggas
because you
say,
might run into a
what the
defender.
Bayern
Well,
fans
then they ran
did.
into a 1st down.
I don't know what
Executed it
happened.
to perfection.
They played against the team Timo played for today. It's like
Leverkusen?
no, it's not Leverkusen. It's like RP. It's like
Leipzig,
Leipzig. Yes. And the Bayern fans put fuck RP.
First down,
Yeah.
with Cohen.
Like imagine an NBA player trying to deal with shit
And
like
they'll get
this.
him down as
They
he's
don't know what to
inside
do.
the 40.
They bitching about one fan saying one
17
thing. I
yards
said,
and a Bear first
imagine
down.
100,000 people
At this stage of the
screaming
game,
one
the
chant
run-pass numbers are
about
a
Joe
little bit out of
Black.
whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets
at
things
them
up
do
for
it.
big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first
Who
down with
was
that
that
run.
last year that got
From
pushed by the
Falcon
Rockets?
territory now. Here's first
The
and
Rockets
10
Cole
at the
and-
39-yard line.
Oh,
Here's
was
Rose in
it
the
OKC?
throw.
No, in OKC. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Was it
Steps
the
away to
Warriors?
his left.
No, I
And
think the
it's
Warriors pushed. I
incomplete.
think the Warriors.
Got out of the pocket.
I think
Didn't
Curry.
look like he had
I
anybody
think Curry got
open,
pushed by
Charles, so
something.
just
I
gets
can't
rid of
remember.
it.
I think it was
Good
the
play
Rockets
by him. If no
Cole
one's
or
open
something.
and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
45. Mike, 45.
Now Rosen. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And
Yeah,
it'll be
they
a third and
won
about
41 after the little they was
13.
about to give it up.
They gave it up the previous game. So did fucking Juventus. Then Inter won today, which means Juventus and Inter are both tied for number 1 in Serie A. I mean, Ronaldo. It's probably looking like Juventus probably ain't gonna win the league this season, but because it seems like every player they got, they trying to get rid of. Aaron Ramsey, they got rid of that nigga Khan. They getting rid of probably another midfield player. It's like, nigga, they need to go get the nigga, that midfield player out of fucking PSG. He already Italian. Like niggas, he's from Italy. Like I'm just like
To throw is
perfect
Rosen.
fit.
Took that off.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Six nothing our score after 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
There it is. Let's see. No, I heard it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now it's Rosen looking. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Check, 22. Hey, gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's complete to Turner. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Tuesday. 58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go, defense. Outside.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan. That one complete to Elliott. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Switch.
21.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
50. 80, blue 80. Back 25. Hey, Ridley.
Get that ball. 58, boy. 58.
From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This complete to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 41 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after try forthcoming. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Shit, because it's like 16 miles per hour wind, and it's like blowing left or right. Shit, ignorant. North, it's like just north to south. Some shit.
Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Rosen. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
This shit right here. This fucking handicap, these broken ass CVs. Nigga, perfect.
I'm cutting a sailor.
Go ahead.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Hey.
So that run gets him about halfway.
What's the worst thing that got?
2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms.
He has everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
This is what I'm trying to tell this man. I'm like, bro.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Industry that has listened to your shit. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I will sit here and wait, bro. I will sit here and wait for somebody,
and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Anymore. I said, nigga got over 1 million followers on both his social medias. He already said he's going to retweet it. And quote tweet it. Like, what else do you want?
I'm saying.
I said, all you got to do is rip your verse. That's all you got to do. No matter what we say, we can say orangutan, bang, 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 all fucking time. You rip your verse, niggas don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, my bro. What are you talking about? You don't know. Y'all niggas, this nigga rather spend 50 bands on a baby verse or some shit than.
From the gun, it's Rosen.
We will charge like $100.
Antonio Brown there to make the grab, and the Bears have retaken the lead.
You get one of them babies on the song. I'm charging about 30.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That's all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Because he knows people.
The industry. You can go out there to San Fran, Bay Area, you can get in the Stewart, you probably get you in the Stewart ASAP in the nigga.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You want to send something old, that's like, no, you need to do something new and you need a name drop.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Make sure that shit hot. Text me that he was going to do.
From the gun, Ryan able to slither by, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? About the 18-yard line, it looks like.
What corner is going to get Moss today?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Please throw a wheel route. Please throw it. Please throw it at the sideline.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Trying to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Higgy making his debut.
He got to do something.
So after the incompletion on 1st,
Niggas
now
set out the
2nd
whole
and
year
10.
just to get traded because that's what they told him. So you got to do something.
Now it's Rosen. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult.
The most
Play the linebacker
expensive
position. When they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Doesn't really matter.
Picked off right around the 43. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
I think it's everything I wanted to it, but it's going from top
a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
14 yards there.
Yeah, I know that one cost a. He like did a mansion. Is that the one? Like I think is that one? I think
about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Yep,
Some of these shorter gains.
I remember the time and all that shit.
It's been my observation. It's been a nice Friday play calling defensively.
Oh my God.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense on balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Why you bring that shit up, man? Shouldn't have nothing to do with anything.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
I don't know why Matt Ryan was running that way. There was no play action or anything. It was tripping.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season, as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that rep. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, 70 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
I don't know if it's the rules for him.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Sidesteps him at the 35. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
I'm playing in this fucking broke-ass league that I don't know why I'm still in it, but I'm in it, so. I wish, but.
From the 34
it's good practice
1st and 10.
It's good practice for the. No, I didn't rage quit. I didn't rage quit. Not this one. I ain't rage quit no league game.
They go play action. It's Rosen.
I swear to God.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Yeah, that was one of Delvin's bullshit leagues where them niggas was literally, they're playing like a ranked game, like some niggas in this league do, but little variation, I should say.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right now I'm watching my secondary get absolutely abused, absolutely just destroyed. Just looking at
Rosen to throw again, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
You ain't doing nothing
Throwing again, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Gotta do something. How many years y'all gonna keep holding on to prospects?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's get it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, see, y'all not trading him.
Here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's what's up. If everyone got how good Corey Seager is, they've been hurt forever.
39.
On first down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Nectar, what the hell?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
General West.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll run it with Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They come out here in the eye.
I did beat Tyler
Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He just gets so
Only
quiet.
a yard on the
Doesn't
pickup
say shit,
there.
man.
2nd and goal.
Leaves right after the game.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
He started trying to do his little cheese shit with Mahomes where he would just scramble to the sideline and then throw it across the body and shit. Yeah.
They try again with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Which guy got him?
David Montgomery. Taking it in. As the Bears push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
She's so sweet.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
God damn, it's fucking
After
heater.
the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Let's go, defense. Alert, alert, alert. Here we go. Check, boys.
Sure, Antonio Brown's
On 2nd and 9. Rosen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's
head
and figuring out,
okay,
where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Yeah.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
Yeah.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defense.
But he was trying to play the NFL like they were trying to play him. They were trying to make him sign some shit that would
basically on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He basically signed away basically right because they were trying to say you can't sue us because they were trying to give him this tryout per se to try to keep him from being able to sue them again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Pick it off,
yeah. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Middle. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Again, it's Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team
and
right
I heard
now.
Alvin Kamara for the rest of the year for Tyler, so he's also not going to be too happy about that either. Yeah, we tore his pec, so that's going to be a significant loss for Tyler. I never have drafted, so I never even scout.
Wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, shouts up college football. Can't wait for that shit.
The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, I walked in at the wrong time.
We talking about college football game. Don't get before you start up. Don't get too excited over here.
That's why I walked. That's why I said that. I said, "Oh Lord."
There you go.
I said, "Oh Lord."
Can't get off the field.
Can't control that.
We all know how important
God.
that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is
I know what he coming in here for. I know exactly what he coming in here.
What you talking about? God damn it!
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be
Go
second
back on the
and
patio,
goal.
man. Go back on the patio.
I ain't saying nothing yet. God damn it! Well, hold on, Lake Lion.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I saw that too. You sent me that too. I was like, hold on now, Richard. What is you doing?
It's cold out there, nigga.
You was outside with a
You felt
blanket?
the wind.
Now
You felt the wind.
to Cohen. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of
Oh, you
scrimmage,
was
but
outside
no
with a
more than
blanket like
that.
that?
Call it no gain that time, and now it's
It was
3rd
that
and goal.
cold.
Look, I just
It was
wanna
windy
get-
more than anything, but
But you gotta think you smoking outside. You get the wind
that-
getting higher
that-
than you, nigga. The fuck, man, Mother Nature getting higher than your ass.
that's true.
I can see if I was smoking in a room or we had like fucking things to block it or something.
They've been so
Something.
good on third down all day
I feel you.
long. Can they convert another
I
here
feel
on
all
3rd and
the
goal?
effects though. I can't feel my face.
Now Rosen escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I can't feel
Well, we knew this
my
guy wasn't
face.
especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but
What's
there
that,
was
a
no
song
way
called
he was getting away
Bullfire?
on that one.
Here comes Robbie Gould for the Bears field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard
Is
attempt.
that? If I look for that mixtape, is it Joel Santana and Lil Wayne? Okay.
And Gould is able to put it through.
I search Lil Wayne all
And
the
that will
time, but I
get the
can't
lead
find
up
it.
to 14. So they settle for just
I
the
know
3,
we got
but
a lot of
clearly right now
songs.
anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
It was one
Without a
Joel
doubt, obviously a
mixtape I
touchdown
was
probably
fucking
been the
with
final
heavy.
nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time,
I think it was-
got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25
he was talking
to
about
the
it in his
26-yard
interview with the
line.
Circle Group. He was like, where'd you get slime from? He was like, shit, when I met up with Cameron and Jordan and
About
Santana,
set to
they was
begin
on
their next
slime
drive,
all
the
day.
Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards.
Man,
it's second down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Floyd getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I see some highlights. I see some highlights of 12.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
I see some highlights of 12.
This is Elliott.
Oh, like, okay, before he took a snap, they already said
This is going to
MVP.
depend
I'm like,
on the
Jesus.
spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Nigga not letting the callers at the game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a race.
Recon, 132
Better than a race ball.
Got the race ball going.
They try again with Cohen.
Race ball.
He's got a first down and inside of midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards into Chicago first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great
lifetime
vision,
ban.
you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
They gotta live with that.
On first down, Montgomery.
They gotta live.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
The referee told Neymar to speak on French.
Where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
42. 41.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I,
Okay.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball.
I know why they were out.
So we'll see what they can do here.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on the 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football still like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
They're not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.